Welcome, everyone. We hope you're enjoying this beautiful day that the Lord has made. And we just thank the Lord for this day, and we thank the Lord for everyone. And we ask that if you're hearing these words, that the Spirit of the Lord minister the truth, the life that He has in each of these words that He is speaking and has spoken to us. So we just trust that you hear what He's saying. We are in London, Kentucky. We are Faith Fellowship. And the Lord has taught us that the fellowship of faith is a really good place to be.
Yes.
Especially as we first of all fellowship with Him and the truth of what He's saying. And we're going to go over some words here today. As we always say, they are straight from the heart of God, because that's what we hear. We know God's voice. We know His heart. And this is how we know these are words straight from the Father's heart. And we trust that they bless you today.
Amen.
The Father says today that there is a separation in my purposes. Light and darkness have no common ground.
Amen.
And we know that light always wins over dark, don't we? Yeah. As the light, I've called you to draw you ever closer. There are things, people, and situations that will be left out. So He's telling us this, He's setting us up for what we need to know. Hold everything loosely. Had Abraham understood this, Lot would never have journeyed with him and ended up in Sodom. So He's telling us to hold things lightly. And He didn't tell us something like that without giving us the strength, the power, the wisdom to do that. If He says hold them lightly, He will teach us what He means by that. And He'll show us what He means as we walk out our everyday lives. The greatest peril to those around you is where they contravene and stand at cross purposes of my will for your life. God loves us very much. The will that He has for our life is very precious to Him. It's important to Him, of great value to Him. So He's going to protect that, and He's going to let us know people we need to let loose of, things we need to let loose of if it's interfering. And we have to trust that all to Him. And anybody that's trying to come against the will of God for your life, they're going to have less impact on you, whether it's totally they're cut away or whether it's just not that much impact. And this is how we see this happen. It says, listen to my voice. Let your commitment be to me your first fidelity. Our first allegiance, our first priority must be to God. Even though it results in estrangement from compromised relationships. You've asked for clarity and assurance, and I say to you, it will come as you respond and align yourself with what I've already made clear to you. So we know that God has told us a lot of things, and a lot of things He has made completely evident to us. And He's made it clear, we don't, beyond a shadow of a doubt, we know what He's talking about here. So, there's no going forward, and we all want to go forward, until current assignments have reached their conclusion. So much of what you're looking for to me for is under your hand and will be released as you yield in word, deed, and action to my directives. So the Lord will lead us, and exactly we will know beyond a shadow of a doubt the thoughts we need to be having, where we need to be going, what we need to be thinking. He's got it all, and He will let us know. Fear not, says the Father. I know what you need. There's not one cry in your heart that has not wrapped itself around my heart and plucked the strings of my compassion. Move on. Move forward in trust and assurance, and the outcome for you and those around you will be made certain. Now that's a good word. He's just told us to make sure we obey Him, we rely on Him, trust in Him, and He said hold things loosely. And then He explained to us why and how we need to do that. So we thank Him for that good word, and we're looking forward to what else He's going to be saying. Okay, this is the 25th. The Father says today, you are walking in the footsteps of Abraham, blessed with the same enduring covenant forged in faithfulness. Though generations have passed, my promise holds firm, etched not in ink on fading parchment, but in the very fabric of your being. The promises of God are etched in the very fabric of our being. That's good to know. Remember, your lineage is not a mortal tribe, but of my spirit. And that's something that we need to make sure we are set and established in, that we are a spirit. God is a spirit, and we're made in His image, and that's the tribe that we are.
Yes. Amen.
I called you out, not from the confines of an earthly kinship, but from the vast unclaimed territory of my kingdom. I'm going to read that again because God's kingdom, that spiritual kingdom, is a vast kingdom.
Amen.
And He said there's a lot of unclaimed territory there. Wonder why He'd be telling us that, Merle. Because He wants us to inherit every good thing. He wants us to step in there and grow and learn and occupy areas in the spiritual realm that are unoccupied.
Thank you.
He said it's unclaimed territory. We need to go set our stakes and claim it, get set and established in it. You're not bound by the limitation of bloodlines or cultural dictates. You are a citizen of a celestial city built on the foundations of unyielding grace.
Amen.
We know the grace of God. We understand, and He's shown us just how powerful His grace really is. Forget the doubts that crop up in the undergrowth of your mind. You're not an earthly seed destined to wither under the sun. You are a child born anew in the incandescent light of my mercy. An incandescent light is extremely bright, brilliant, or passionate. And He said that's how we are born. in that light of His mercy, that passion of His mercy, that passion that He has for us. Each morning dawns with a fresh outpouring of grace. Isn't that wonderful? Bathing your spirit in the radiance of my love. Do not shrink back, child, into the shadows of self-deception. You are a nation unto yourself, born not of conquest or earthly decree, but of the very breath of God. My greatness pulses within you, a dynamo of potential waiting to be harnessed. Do not fear the boundaries drawn by mortal hands. Your inheritance stretches beyond the grasp of human limitation into the boundless level of my glory. Those who speak your name with blessing will be met with favor beyond measure. My hand of protection rests upon you, a watchful shield against the barbs of envy and malice. Those who dare to trifle with your journey, who seek to cast you off the path of my purpose, will find themselves cast out, their whispers lost in the roaring wind of my righteous anger. Now, God's going to take care of us. And He's breaking it down as to how He's going to do it. Look up, child. I watch over you as the pupil of my eye, a cherished spark in the vast constellations of my creation. The vault of heaven overflows with blessings meant for your embrace. So the vaults of heaven contain and is overflowing with the blessings that He wants us to have. He wants us to embrace them. So let go of doubt. Release the shackles of fear. My glory surrounds you, an impenetrable fortress against the darkness. Step into your inheritance, star child. The kingdom of God awaits. This is the word of your Father, spoken not in fading echoes of history, but in the living breath of the present moment. Go forth, my child, and walk in the light that guides you home. Okay, the next one we're going to look at is the 26th. The Father says today, lean not into doubt. Now that's a good word. We know what doubt is. He's shown us. And if we're doubting something that He's told us, He'll let us know. He'll say, hey, wait a minute here. Let's look at this different. And you're saying, okay. And He will show us we don't need to lean into that. We don't need to go with the doubt.
Amen.
But this is what we need to lean into, our destiny. The destiny that God has for us is what we need to know and what we need to go with. We need to lean into that. Your existence is not a random whisper in the vastness of creation, but a deliberate note woven into the symphony of my being. Did you ever think that you were a deliberate note? A particular sound? You know, notes have sounds. You play on a keyboard or you play a note on a guitar, any instrument, it has a sound. And he said that we are a deliberate note woven into the symphony of God's being.
Amen.
You're not overlooked, but placed with precision like the stars in the heaven, set to blaze in its appointed season. You've questioned, what are you doing, Lord? We've all done that. I do it almost daily, like, what's going on? What's up with this, Lord? My answer is clear: intimacy. I yearn to draw you closer, to bridge the vast distance between the divine and the human, between the spirit and the body, through the soul. He wants all of that aligned. This deepening connection isn't just for your private solace, but it's for a grander orchestration. As we draw nearer, a beautiful multiplication will unfold, an abundance overflowing into every sphere of your life. Now, do you want the abundance of God overflowing in every part of your life?
Amen.
This is how. Intimacy with God deepens our connection. Your spirit, once a well of quiet potential, will become a geyser of blessing, cascading outwards to touch others.
Praise God.
Forget for a moment the sterile fields of earthly recognition. Now, earthly pats on the back, oh, that's awesome, that's so good, really mean nothing. He said that's a sterile field. But you're not here to seek the applause of men, but to serve under the banner of my kingdom.
Yes.
We need to know our purpose. We need to know our mission. We need to know our destiny. And this is what he's breaking down for us. You are part of the divine council, a set resource carefully chosen for this pivotal hour. Now, if you've ever wondered, well, what's going on here? What do I need to do? What's up with this, Lord? Right here, he's telling us. Right now, we're at a pivotal point, and you can look around you and you know that we are. And he said that he set us as a resource,
Yes.
as a divine counsel
Amen.
Amen.
for this
Science
time,
counsel.
for this particular time. Men may misunderstand, resist, or even try to derail your mission. Yet you stand undeterred, for I am your shield and your sword.
Yes, Lord.
My purpose burns bright within you, a beacon in the storm. So as you look around and you see and hear storms, you're going to be that shining light that others can go to for help, for the right word of what to do, what not to do at any given time, because you're a packer of the glory and word of the living God. Embrace then your placement. See where I planted you in this garden of possibilities. Do not shrink from the task before you, for they are tailored to your strengths and woven into the fabric of destiny. Embrace your purpose, like be content, be happy, embrace where God has placed you, the things in your life that he has placed. Don't look outward, always look inward. If we look outward, we'll say, well, you know, I'd like to do that. It's just so good there. No, we don't look anywhere else except where we are and the destiny that God has for us, and we thank him for that. Embrace your purpose. It's not a burden, but now your purpose is a beautiful tapestry, intricate and purposeful, waiting to be revealed. You long for transition, for a shift in the sands of time. No, he wants us to know this. The wait is over. The fertile ground is prepared, and the seeds of potential are primed. Today, step into the fullness of your calling.
So
Be it unto us, Lord. Walk forward with the confidence of a chosen vessel, knowing that in my kingdom nothing is lacking. Now, he just told us a few minutes ago that there was unclaimed territories in his kingdom. So whatever is needed, do not have a second thought about it. He's saying we're going forward in confidence in what he's telling us. Let your light shine bright and unyielding, and witness the multiplication, the abundance, the grand symphony of grace that unfolds through your obedience. Remember, my child, you're not a forgotten note in a silent void. Now, he told us earlier that we were notes. We have a sound. We have a reason. We're part of a bigger plan of God. You're a vital instrument in the chorus of creation, and your song will echo through eternity. Go forth and sing.
hallelujah.
Is that wild?
Yes. Wonderful.
Okay, the next one we're looking at is the 29th. This one, well, they're all good. This one's interesting. You'll learn from it. We'll all learn more from it. Every time I read it, I see something different. So it's one you'll want to read again and again. The Father says, your prayers are a beacon cutting through the darkness, reaching my ears with unparalleled swiftness. Now, this is your prayers. The words of our mouth, the words that we speak to God, cut through the darkness of the situation. Forget the notion that your supplications are lost in the vastness of heavens. You know, we can, with our mind, we could start reasoning and thinking, well, you know, I prayed that and I prayed it for years, and I'm sure it just got lost up there and all that kingdom stuff going on. No. Your do not forget the notion. Don't think that your supplications are lost in the vastness of heaven. For your every word, now every word is received, recorded, and acted upon, and by my hand in concert with the angels assigned to your situation.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
Know this, my child. Now, if he says know this or remember this, we need to pay attention to what he's saying. And this is what he's saying. The moment your heart groans, the moment a tear paints your cheek with the language of your soul, my kingdom takes notice. Tremors of intercession ripple through the celestial courts, echoing the intensity of your need. Think not of prayer as a mechanical ritual, a rote recitation devoid of passion. Unleash the torrent of your emotions. Let the sobs and sighs rise like a symphony carried on the wings of angels. Do not hold back the raw pleas, the things that are in our heart. Take them to God. Let him know how important they are to you. If you feel like crying or screaming about it, go for it. Heaven takes notice. The desperate longings and the unfiltered cries for help. He said, don't hold back on them. These are not weaknesses to be hidden, but weapons wielded in the unseen realm, armaments forged in the crucible of your faith. Your tears are not mere droplets falling into the void. Now, what are our tears? They are precious jewels collected by unseen hands. Each bead of our tears are a testament to your struggles, a diamond shimmering with the fire of your desire. They are cherished, held close in the coffers of my grace, a tangible reminder of your love for me, a currency that buys favor in the courts of heaven. Our true open hearts, our true transparency, and just being honest with the Lord buys us favor in the courts of heaven. When the words fail, let your heart speak. When doubt tries to cripple you, let the groanings of your spirit rise like incense, perfuming the very air with your faith. For it is in this vulnerability, in this raw outpouring, that your connection to me becomes most potent. Your prayers are embers placed upon the altar of my will. They ignite the furnace of my glory, driving out the darkness with the radiant heat of my response. Do not underestimate the power you wield in your pleas, the influence you hold in the courts of heaven. Let your supplications be bold, fierce, and burning with the righteous fire of your belief. Refuse the tepid pleas, the mumbles of discontent that die upon the earthly plane. Send instead prayers that crackle with conviction, arrows of supplication aimed straight at the throne of grace. Let them rise like fiery offerings, a fragrant smoke, pleasing to my nostrils. Your words, steeped in faith and hope, will not fall upon deaf ears. They will be gathered by angels, wielded as a celestial tool to reshape the very fabric of your reality. Remember, the murmurings of doubt linger near the ground, clinging to the dust of worldly anxieties. The boasts of the proud echo hollowing within the confines of mortal arrogance. But your prayers, born of humility and faith, pierce the heavens, shattering the strongholds of resistance and drawing my presence down to earth with a swiftness that will leave you astonished. So, be not faint of heart, child. Lift your voice. Release the pent-up yearnings of your soul and watch as heaven unfolds to meet your needs. In the sanctuary of prayer, you hold the keys to unlock my blessings, the power to bend the arc of your destiny, and the joy of walking hand in hand with your Father through every triumph and trial. Go forth then and pray, not from a place of weakness, but from the well springs of your faith, knowing that each utterance reaches my ears, and each tear carries the weight of your love forever and always. Now, is that a good word?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is amazing. Okay, the next one is the 31st. The Father says today, say to your eyes, be opened, not just to the light of morning, but to the light of my unwavering presence that saturates your every step. For this day, the one you walk upon is not merely etched in the calendar, but woven into the tapestry of my unfailing purpose. One man may dismiss it as just another day, lost in the humdrum cycle, but you, my chosen, bear witness to a far greater, grander truth. This day, this very now, is the day of your salvation. Can you take now for an answer? Be it unto us, Lord, yes we can. Do you grasp the weight of that child? Not salvation from some future peril, but the ongoing deliverance from doubt, fear, and every snare the enemy lays. That's pretty good deal right there. This is the day I declare you victorious, not through your own might, not through your clever strategies or your spiritual prowess, but through the invincible power I pour into your being like molten gold. My love courses through your veins, infusing you with strength beyond your imagining. The love of God is in us. It flows through us, through our very veins. Grasp this truth. Hold it tight, for it is the shield that deflects every arrow aimed at your heart. We have righteous blood flowing through us, Merle. And as we know that, as we yield to that, nothing can touch us. Yes, I see the path you walk, the twists and turns, the shadows that loom, but I also see the unwavering flame of righteousness that's lighting your way. Each step you take, however hesitant, leads you closer to the radiant brilliance of my day of victory. Every stumble, every setback are mere ripples on the surface of a sea, eternally calm. A sea of favor that laps at your shores, lifting you, buoying you, forever keeping you afloat. The enemy may gnash his teeth, may throw his tantrums against the unwavering fortress of my will. He may whisper doubts and cast shadows, but I, the Father, sit enthroned in laughter. His schemes are mere smoke against the sun, his threats swallowed by the roar of unending grace. Laugh with me, child.
Yes.
Laugh in the face of his impotence, for you are drenched in the downpour of my promises, saturated with the benefits of my love, a living testament to the victory secured for you before time began.
Amen.
Now, he's told us this time and again. So walk, child. Walk in the confidence of my presence, and let every breath be a song of surrender, every step a declaration of trust, for I am with you, not just this day, but every day. The author of your story, the conductor of your symphony, and in the end there will be laughter. The harmonious echoing of triumph that resounds through eternity. Go forth in strength of my love, a beacon of hope, a warrior etched and clothed in light. Let this day and every day be a testament to the victory that is yours.
Amen.
Not by your right, but by my unyielding grace, the Father who loves you beyond measure.